blacks were on the stage. The whites were at the tables. The mobsters were behind the scenes. And somehow, the magic touched them all. In those days, the night streets of Harlem dazzled with revelry. There was a speakeasy on every block, and stretch limousines regularly discharged Blue Book socialites come for pre-dawn partying at Harlem's most famous playground. A whites-only nightclub in the heart of Harlem, a club run by gangsters whose clientele included the elite of New York society. The Cotton Club was a bastion of glamorous contradiction and the perfect symbol of its era. When the era ended, when Prohibition was repealed and the gangsters started fighting over the remaining vices, when the Depression set in and even the most myopic revelers could not ignore the Harlem breadlines, so did the Cotton Club. But its memory lived on. The names of the entertainers who made it famous are famous still, and the yearning for all the luxury of carefree exuberance still lurks in the hearts of us all. The reviews have tried to recapture the mood, the feeling of the old Cotton Club, and many of the featured tunes are those that were made famous at the club. In a sense, it is difficult to understand their attraction and success, for the Cotton Club is of another time, of an era in which an entirely different mood prevailed. But places frequented by the beautiful people never lose their attraction. And there are few similar spots in American history that have produced the formidable array of talent and creative material that came out of the Cotton Club.
Was originally at the Cotton Club. And see, we went up there to do audition, which they didn't allow kids there, and we snuck in.
Oh.
You know who was a doorman?
Who?
Jack Johnson. Yeah, he was a doorman there, and he said, "You kids get away from here." So we sneaked in because Mr. Roxy, who runs the Roxy Theater, he said, "You kids are good. We used to dance on the street." We pat our hand. Hey, oh, hi, hey, hi, hi, hey, hi, hi, hi. And then we sell graphic, home news, daily variety. Come and get your variety. Get your daily news. We walk up on 52nd Street and Broadway. We get your variety. Now, we stole the papers from here. So we got down to 52nd Street, and we go out in the street. And we try to outsell the other boy, see. So Mr. Rockfield come out, and he said, "Hey, you guys are good. So I'd like to have you in my show. But I want 3 black girls along with you guys." So we said, "Well, we see what we can do." He said, "But I tell you something, Duke Ellington is playing at the Cotton Club." He said, "I think you guys would be a nice thing to bet up there. Why don't you go and see?" So we play there. We call the show Down Midnight in Oklahoma. I never forget that. We were the first ever played the Roxy Theater, first black. So we played there, 3 of us. It wasn't 4 of us. We had me, Al, and Red.
The 4 stepbrothers began dancing their way through racial barriers to the pinnacle of fame more than 50 years ago. There were many firsts in the biography of the 4 stepbrothers: Al Williams, Rufus Flash McDonald, Maceo Anderson, and Prince Spencer. Firsts that permanently opened the doors for all black artists. The 4 stepbrothers, known as America's greatest dance team, are still regarded today as the outstanding black quartet of dancers in show business. These 4 fellows presented fast rhythm taps, acrobatic leaps, and boogie-woogie jitterbug style, tap dancing that electrified audiences all over the world. The 4 stepbrothers were the first black attraction to play New York City's Radio Music Hall and appeared there every year for the next 10 years. Another first was the Chez Paris in Chicago. The owners were laboring under the misapprehension that a black featured attraction would attract a black audience. However, racial paranoia subsided, and they were the biggest blockbusters that hit Chicago. They were the first black act to play Copa City and Miami Beach, thanks to Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, who refused to sign a contract without the Four Step Brothers. You have to take the Four Step Brothers, or there's no deal. The artistic triumph of the Step Brothers allowed the doors to open to Lena Horne and Sammy Davis Jr., to name a few. The Step Brothers were the first sepia attraction at the Lido in Paris. They went for 6 months and stayed for 2 years. Then it was the Café de Paris in London. They danced on the first Dave Garroway Sunday night TV show, beamed east from Chicago. Milton Berle refused to appear on the Texaco Star Theater without the Four Step Brothers. In their heyday, the 8 Feet of Rhythm played every nightclub and theater of importance from coast to coast in the United States.
So dumb, but so beautiful. So dumb, but so sweet. Why, the smartest thing you ever did was to tumble for me.
Oh, no, that only goes to prove how dumb I can be.
Oh, dumb, but beautiful. You're so dumb, it really hurts me. But I can stagger on through life with just a dummy for my wife. As long as you're beautiful.
up above. Here am I wasted away. What am I gonna do? He is mighty blue and lonely. No fooling, losing your kiss because you're oh so kissable. Just a year ago, I can still remember, there was a solid old moon shining down upon your charms. Baby, you were in my arms. Baby, say that you remember. You know that I'm gonna go crazy. Look, 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 looking at that harvest moon.
The only nightclub in Bushman County with tables for ladies. Good luck, kid.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'd like to present one of the greatest dancers in show business, the Four Step Brothers.
Boy, they'll murder.
Take me back to Boston. They'll eat you alive. What a crowd. Oh. Now, folks, I'd like to present a new find, a young comic.
Maceo has been tap dancing for more than 50 years, and he tells us he started hoofing at a very early age.
Well, I started dancing in the South. I didn't know I was actually dancing because I tell you, in those days, the days you weren't allowed on the street after 12 o'clock. If you get on the street after in the evening, they would arrest the blacks in Charleston, South Carolina. And I was around 3, 4 years old, and that's the only time that I could go take my mother. My mother used to wash and wash clothes. She was very good at that. And then we would take it over to school, you see, and then we had to walk. And I was trying to jump up and down, taking these clothes, just have it on their head and walking around, see? And then the most thing about that was that really, I used to have a broomstick. And then I used to have this broom, there was a train going north all the time. And I used to get on this broomstick, and I'd say, and the train, ooh, it's going up north. And I used to ride on this broomstick.
And tap.
And like I was on a horseback, and then I would get off and do some kind of moving stuff in the grass. And I thought I was just trying to, I guess it's just creation. That's where I started creating, I guess. And so therefore I said, I want to go up north. And I would wave at the train, and my mother would call. My mother's a great runner. She would call, Maceo, and you can hear the echo, Maceo, Maceo. I said, my mother's calling me, but she could run. And if she run you down, boy, you get a whooping. So therefore, I said, try to get back home before she discovered me. But this way, I did try to learn how to dance because there would be floods. And then the boat would come, we'd get in the little boat and sit in the boat, and that would make the wood for me and start to
tap.
And I could hear something, and then we didn't know anything about taps or anything like that. It was bottles, swallow stoppers, a bottle top, and you put them on your shoes.
On your shoes, just like the caps.
Yeah, you put that on shoes, and that would make a sound like on the bottom of this boat. and we make the sound. And that's the closest thing I know how I try to dance. And then we came up on the cotton boat in New York City because we were good on ironing and washing. My mother said we'll go up there and try. So I met one of the boys up in Harlem.
It was through the help of another legend, band leader Duke Ellington, that Maceo's Tap Quartet, the legendary four stepbrothers, got their first big break in the early 1930s at Harlem's famous Cotton Club.
So we went on up to Cotton Club and we were sneaked in, and they didn't allow, naturally didn't allow no black people up there then. And we sneaked in the back there, and Mr. Ellington would come back to drink water after his break. And he used to come back and drink water. And all those gangsters, only Madden and Dutch Schultz, you know, they would come back and they see the guns in their back pocket, and he would say, "What you boys doing here? You can't allow in here, man. Hey, you guys get out of here. You're not allowed." I said, "Mr. Ellington, we dance and we like to do blah 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 blah." So he says, "No, you can't. We can't. You can't dance on this stage. What do you kids get out before you get hurt." So we said, all right, but we went back 2-3 times. So one night he said, "I tell you what I'll do. I'll put you on doing the break and the music break, and I'll put you on there and put something on. He said, get some kind of thing together." Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So get something, he says, and get some kind of costume or something. I'll put something. So we went, and naturally we went to 5 10. So we took it and put on this jacket and went back up there, and they put us on. We did a drill dance. And that was a da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, drill.
Right.
And we went there for one night, and we stayed there 4 years.
Now that's some great stuff. That I thought boy was learn to dance. You like that? I like that stuff. That stuff, get a load of this. You He's on. Where's he off at? Don't know, but he's on. Well, let him get off. Get going. He's rolling. Let him roll. 736. Ho, ho, suit. Ho, ho, suit. Ho, hey, suit. Ho, jump, suit. Ho, ho, suit. Ho, Mississippi Cougar. Ho, Afghanistan. Ho, he's one. Ho, Jerry Lewis. Ho, X-Nutter. Ho, Mike Snyder. Ho, Lou Kelly. Ho, Session Davis. Go for it. Ho, sit. Ho, yup, sit. Yup, sit. Ho, sit. Ho, sit. Ho, sit. Ho, sit.
Sisters and brothers, this is Reverend Satchmo getting ready to beat out this mellow sermon for you. My text this evening, when the saints go marching in. Here come Brother Hickenbottom down the aisle with his trombone. Blow it, boy. Oh, when the saints go marching in, now when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Blow it, Brother Holmes. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in.